What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today I want to go ahead, kick back, relax, and describe to you guys why I personally believe Gears of War is the most skilled franchise out of every first-person and third-person shooter game I have ever played. Now, obviously, this video is going to be completely opinion-based, so clearly I don't speak for everybody, so leave your opinions down in the comment section on what you think is personally the most skilled shooter game out there. But before we hop into the commentary, just very quickly, if you guys do enjoy the content you see today or hear today, and you want to hear about other first-person and third-person shooters as well, including other games, I've been talking about, Stray, Multiverses. I've been playing pretty much everything known to mankind right now and posting on the channel. I post daily YouTube videos over here, so if you enjoy what you see, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have played a lot of different first-person shooters and third-person shooters. I've played all the popular titles between games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Fortnite, Apex Legends. I play tac shooters such as Rainbow Six Siege, really hardcore tac shooters like CSGO and Valorant. I've even played some of the, more lower-end first-person and third-person shooters as well, games that aren't as popular for their multiplayer side of things, but more popular for the campaign. Things like The Last of Us and the Uncharted franchise. I used to dabble in the multiplayer experiences all the time, and I absolutely love them to death. But out of all the years of experience that I've had, and all the shooting games that I've ever played, Gears of War, to me personally, again, all opinion-based, but Gears of War, to me personally, is the most skillful, unique, and also it adds a nice casual side for people who aren't even trying to be competitive to still enjoy the overall flow of this game. Gears of War is truly a special title, not only with the casual gameplay, but also in esports, because it's more than just shooting your weapon. It's more than just having the best accuracy. Let's be honest here. In Gears of War, there's not much aiming involved anyways. The majority of the high-skilled players are going to be running around with the Nasher shotguns. If you're using a Lancer, it's usually to, pluck down some enemies who are trying to get a power weapon or something of that sort. But very rarely is someone going to try to attack you with a Lancer. I mean, the most you'll see is someone pull out a pistol. But down to its core, everybody is running and gunning with shotguns. It's the most fast-paced, hardcore experience you'll ever find in any shooting game. That's why I always tell people who are in Call of Duty who are complaining about the ways that this game is changing, it's not fast-paced enough for you, check out Gears of War. Seriously, if you're an Xbox player or you're on PC and you're tired of that and you want a really fast-paced game, this game is literally designed for you. But as I was saying, that fast-paced, shotgun-only charm really takes away from having to aim 24/7, and it adds an emphasis on thinking. Gears of War is more than just shooting, it's a knowledge game. It's almost like playing a game of chess. It's about positioning, being able to rotate around a certain area. Shoot, you can even hold down one location, and just based on how you hold it, how you grab your cover, how you rotate through cover, how you get your right hand angles, how you position yourself, will truly decide if you're going to win or lose a gunfight 110% over just being able to initially land your shots. Now, don't get me wrong, in any game out there, landing your shots is extremely important. If you're going into the competitive scene and you're expecting to use your brain to outthink some players, but you can't shoot, don't expect to play competitively. But I'm talking about casuals as well. That's why I said Gears of War is amazing not only for competitive scene, but for the casuals who want to get into this game, because they don't have to hop into a quick play and worry about getting stomped every single 5 seconds if they don't know how to shoot too well, because it really comes down to how well you can position yourself first, and as long as you're not versing the ultimate sweat lords, you can still have a good time. And even when you go into a competitive scene, it's some of the best gameplay you will ever witness in your whole life. Like I said, every single competitive esport out there has strategy. Halo, Call of Duty, shoot, even Battlefield comp has strategy. But I think, personally, Gears of War has the best competitive play because, like I said, you get to see some of the smartest and best players truly pick apart enemies. Like I said, it's more than just being able to shoot the opponent. It's more than just having a good head glitch on a flag and being able to beam someone down real quick. You actually have to think. It takes brain power to be able to maneuver the map and maneuver your opponent successfully. A lot of these other games nowadays are completely mindless. You hop into a game of COD, there's not much thought process into it. They add so much cheese, so many, easy frags that you could possibly get that you don't really have to think. You just go. And I have nothing wrong with that. Call of Duty has its own unique taste, and that's what makes that game so popular. That's why it outsells pretty much everything in the whole world every single year, because it has a unique playstyle. But like I said, after a certain amount of time, it gets boring. And if you're not playing in a competitive scene, you'll just see tons of just absolute bullcrap deaths that will drive you completely nuts. This game right here, you will never see bullcrap deaths, unless you have bad connection, you know, bad ping, and lag is going to be the death of you. But when it comes down to pure skill, every death can be learned from. You're not going to be killed by the overpowered shotguns, you're not going to be killed by, you know, ARs that 2-tap you, you're not going to be killed by overpowered sniper rifles, you're not going to be killed by absolute beam machines of LMGs, no. Everything in this game is skill-based. If you died, it's because you did something incorrectly. And all the weapons, in my personal opinion, take skill. You can't have any stupidly overpowered weapons on your body right off the spawn. You have to fight for the power weapons, just like in any other arena shooter. So if you want to get a grenade launcher, if you want the sniper rifle, you have to actually go to those points and fight for it on the objective, forcing you and the other player to have an equal fight with equal weaponry to get the better weaponry overall. And once you go ahead and win this gunfight and pick up the special weaponry, it's not just like it's going to be easy frags, you know? The enemies are still going to fear you because you have a power weapon, but you still have to know how to use it. You have to understand the most efficient way of using each power weapon. And if you don't, then guess what? You'll probably die and someone will end up picking it up afterwards. It's just fantastic because it really does add a level of skill to each and every game, and it doesn't allow anybody to be one step ahead of anybody in that lobby. There's no perk out there, there's no weapon out there, there's no pay to win method that will give you any advantage within Gears of War. If you suck with a shotgun, then you just have to get good with it and learn how to actually move and rotate around the map. Take your time, learn patience, learn actually how to think around your enemy instead of just finding out how to frag around your enemy. And unlike these other games, team play is truly required, but keep this in mind, even though it's required, you don't have to actually communicate in order for team play to be effective. I think that's one of the main reasons why I love Gears of War so much. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I can go into ranked matches, I don't need to talk, I don't need to say anything. You just kind of flow. You flow with your teammates. You don't really have to go into too much detail. You don't have to scream at one another. If you understand how to play Gears and your other teammates understand, you guys will just kind of synchronize together. Unlike in other games like, let's say Call of Duty or Battlefield. Battlefield's a good example. Team play is very crucial in a game like Battlefield. Yet and still, if you aren't playing with friends, if you're not playing with anybody who knows what they're doing, you're not going to get meds. You're not going to get ammo. You know, you're not going to get anybody taking out the tanks. Nobody's going to be capturing the objectives. Nobody kind of synchronizes. Nobody comes together, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they do, and those are the best matches, but it's not very often. It's far in between where you finally get a match like that. Especially in tac shooters like Rainbow Six Siege, CSGO, Valorant. These games you have to communicate, you know? You can't just stay quiet. You have to let people know where they're at, where they're located, where they're pushing. There's so many different things that you have to communicate with your team in order for them to understand. So if you hop into a game of Valorant, CSGO, or Rainbow, and your teammates aren't talking to you, you're probably going to lose. Gears, I have no problem whatsoever. It's just outstanding. That's how well designed this game is. It has such a heavy emphasis on team play and coordination, being able to play off of each other's bodies to overcome the opponent and, you know, help each other take over these power weapons. It's just phenomenal, and I don't even have to say a word to anybody. And I think all of those things together truly makes Gears of War a one-of-a-kind, outstanding experience. Because like I said, there's other creative shooters out there. I love Uncharted. You know, I love The Last of Us. Uncharted was so unique and special. A third-person shooter. You could pretty much parkour over the whole map. You can pick the weirdest and coolest positions to be able to attack and ambush your opponents. And The Last of Us adding such a cool survival aspect to a third-person shooter. You know, I never thought a PvP game would have such a survival vibe to it, but they did it perfectly. I would love to see them do it again. But those games, despite them being very creative and unique in the shooting platform, they still require tons and tons and tons of communication. If you're playing with a team and you're playing competitively, or if you're even versing someone who is semi-competent, you're going to have trouble if you can't talk, communicate, and let people know what's going on around you, what you have picked up, what you can craft, you know, where you're flanking. All of these factors come into play, and I think that's what helps Gears of War stand out. That, along with just the absolute gruesome, gory gameplay as well, that just, oh, that makes it stand out as well, baby. But Gears of War, to me personally, with all those things, has to be the best shooter out there. Third person, first person, it doesn't matter to me. This game is a mind game. It's almost like playing a game of chess mixed with a shooting game. It's just outstanding in every possible way. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said in the very beginning of this video, this is all just my personal opinion. Make sure you guys go down in the comment section and leave your opinions on what you think is the most skillful game out there, whether it's a Call of Duty, any type of Call of Duty game you could think of, Rainbow, Fortnite, Apex, whatever you play the most and whatever you think requires the most skill, but also being so lenient and friendly to new casual players as well. Leave it down in the comment section. I'm extremely curious to see what you guys have to say. But, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, a bonus, I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so, over Twitter and Discord. Both link down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live streams of video games, do it on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.